Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's your time again. Now it is to Real Talk 100 News. Okay, we got a situation here. We got a 23-year-old Robin Westman. Now, let me give you a situation. He had killed 2 children and injured 18 more people between children and adults. And he went up in there about 8:30 in the morning and barricade all those people in the Catholic school and opened fire inside the school, killing 2 people. The rest of them is hurt. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, I had went over some situations before about some same old shooters and mass shooters was going on, and I don't understand this. Now Robin Westman supposed to have his gender changed to a female, and the mama had changed his name. So he supposed to become a woman. And what he did is he went up there. Now the Catholic school that he did this to, his mama been working there for 5 years, about over 5 years, and retired in 2020. Now he had wrote a letter. I believe he wrote the letter before this incident had happened. I believe he had wrote the letter. He been doing this, going through this depression for a long time. So anyway, the gunman had died from suicide. He committed suicide after he did what he did at the Catholic school. It's a Catholic church too, but it's a Catholic church. So he had wrote a letter stating that, told him not to forgive him, and I don't need them to forgive him, and I'm a failed person, and he had cancer, and that he got tired of life, that he constantly paying bills and dealing with shitty people at work and going through these same old steps. He was obsessed with mass shooters. As a matter of fact, he was obsessed with this mass shooter from Boston Marathon bombing and Sandy Hook's elementary school. He saying on a letter that he got tired of life, and he got tired of living, and he don't want to live this life no more. This world, the people are shitty people, dealing with shitty people. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You don't got to be taken out on all these children. These are children we talking about. It's 2 children that got killed. So you did this to yourself. You the fucking clown. You the clown that decided you want to go shoot all these people up. Now you want to say in the letter that you getting tired of this and that, but you the aggressive one. Hit the like button. You are the very aggressive one. And we gonna go over this. Now, it stated that 2 children were killed when the shooter opened fire at I can't pronounce that, Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during a mass attended by young students on Wednesday. The shooter died by suicide after the shooter at the church, which is attached to the school building. Now, 17 other children and adults was injured in the shooting, which occurred during a mass market at the beginning of the school year. Here's what we knew about the shooting. So, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara says law enforcement responded to the shooting around 8:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. O'Hara said that the shooter fired rifle through church windows and was armed with a shotgun and a pistol. The shooting occurred at the beginning of the mass O'Hara says. The government official brief on the investigation of the law enforcement source that told CBS News that the shooter was wearing all black clothing. Now, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old was killed while they were sitting in the pews. The parents of the children has been notified, O'Hara said. 17 others, including 14 children between the age 6 and 14, were injured. O'Hara also said 3 had injured adults, were also pregnant in their 80s. O'Hara also said on Wednesday afternoon, police immediately entered the church and attempted to provide first aid, O'Hara says. The injured had rushed to the area hospital. Hennepin County Medical Center received 10 patients and said 1 adult and 6 children were in a critical condition. 1 adult and 2 children has been treated for non-life-threatening injuries at a children's hospital of Minneapolis. Said that it was discharged 1 pediatric patient and was treated 6 others. M. Health Fairview Masonic Church Hospital said it has 1 pediatric patient in stable condition. All of the injured children expect to survive, which is thank God of that. Thank God they're going to survive. Thank God of that one. O'Hara says Wednesday afternoon. So 3 law enforcement sources that told CBS News the shooter go by the name of Robin Westman. He's 23 years old, from a suburban Minneapolis. The shooter acted alone, O'Hara said. Westman died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound in the back of a church. The shooter recently brought out 3 guns legally and does not have any known criminal history, according to O'Hara. He never been in trouble. He never had a history. Let me tell you something. I bet you right now, I bet you his family and friends is feeling so hurt right now. They feeling like they the bad person. If I was a brother, if my brothers or somebody decided to go out there and do the same thing that Robert Westman had did, they gonna look at me different. They gonna look at the whole family like they all the bad people. Your son did this, your son did that. Now I feel sorry for the mama. Don't blame the mama. The mama ain't got nothing to do with it. But I'm gonna go another way. I'm gonna blame her for number one. Only thing she did is change the boy's name. Now he said this on the letter that you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to apologize. And I failed, and some more other stuff that he had wrote on the letter. And he told them that I'm sorry, and some more other stuff that he had decided he wanted to do it because he don't want to live the life no more or whatever. Like, it's a bunch of, a bunch of phony baloney. Because if you had a sense enough, if you stand on your 2 grown adult feet, you shouldn't be taking out on these people. You shouldn't be taking out on 17, then or 20 people because you had a bad day. Hit the like button. You shouldn't have had a bad day. You should never took out on all those people. Those people didn't have nothing to do with your mental health. If you got some type of mental health, why you didn't check your ass in the psychiatric? Why you didn't check yourself into therapy or go see a psychologist if something happened wrong with you, but you got to take it the other way by going out there shooting all these other people because you had a bad day? And I'm going to tell you something. I'll bet you the mama, I bet you the parents, they got money. They got money right now. They was treating him, spoiling him, buying him stuff, and you got people that care for you and all that, and you want to take this, like, you feeling like that, you ain't feeling left out. There's a bunch of people, a bunch of kids need a mom and dad, a bunch of kids wish they had their mom and dad. I wish I had my mom and dad. Hit the like button. I wish I had my mama here for me. I wish I had my grandmother here for me. But when people have parents that give them things, take care of them, and spoil them, then this is how the way they gonna act. Hit the like button. So I'm gonna tell you one thing. Investigators said that to aware a video Westman has scheduled to post on YouTube as the shooter occurs. The police chief describes as a manifesto, I cannot pronounce that one, that includes some disturbing writings. The YouTube account and the videos has been taken down, and FBI investigators and other law enforcement officials are looking into them. O'Hara says CBS News had reached out to the YouTube for comment. So O'Hara said the police are executing search warrants of 3 residents connected to the shooter. Additional firearms are recovered during the search, he says. Now, they went up to the parents' house in the suburban Minneapolis for those guns. They had to do a search warrant. And I'm sorry that woman had to go through this behind what your son did. Your son took out 18 people. Do you think the people, and then he already knew they're not going to apologize to him. It said that on the letter. If they're not going to apologize to him, they not going to apologize, because look, all those people, you damn near took 18 innocents. You shot 18 innocents. You killed 2 people. Some said it was 3 people, but I'm going to go by 2. Hit the like button. So if you decide you want to go out there and kill all these people, because you got an anger issue, and you said the people are shitty, I understand that if the people are very shitty out here, the people at work are very shitty and all this stuff. They have a bad day, so I understand that one, because I had to deal with shitty people too all day long. So I had to suck it up. I threw my hand at them and everything like that, and I don't have time to be dealing with them. That's what I mean, come saying, because I'm a self person. I don't got time, and I don't tolerate with no shitty people. I don't tolerate them. You tolerate them because you let those shitty people ruin your reputation. You ain't even grown. You ain't even been 23 years on earth, and you say you want to go and shoot up people, shooting at the church. That's the devil's move. The devil controls you. Robin Westman, the devil controls you. Now, Westman appears that have attended the school, according to CBS News confirmed team. Westman's mother worked as the parish secretary at the church, according to the website, and is the administration assistant at the school, according to the newsletter. She retired from the church in 2021, according to the Facebook post from the church. So, FBI Director Kash Patel says on an X that the shooter was beginning investigating as an act of a domestic terrorism and hate crime targeting Catholics. It was a hate crime. It was hate. It was hate. He had a very shitty day, so he had to go up there and shoot up dang on church. Now, President Trump says on the Truth Social that he has fulfillingly briefed on the tragic shooting, it said in the White House, that continue monitoring as a terrible situation. So right now, they probably doing a candlelight version right now of those victims, 2 victims that died. Now, on a Wednesday afternoon, Mr. Trump signed a proclamation of calling for flags at the White House of other federal buildings to be flying of half-staff until August 31st. As a mark of respect of the victims, the White House flags were lowered moments after the proclamation was signed. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says he had been briefed on the shooting and he was praying for our kids and teachers who were first week in school was marred by the horrific act of violence. Wells also said that he's spoken with Mr. Trump. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry called the change after the shooting. Don't just say about this and thought our prayers now. Our kids are literally praying, Fry says. Frey says. It was the first week of school. They was in a church. They were kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go up to school or church in peace without a fear or risk of violence. Of their parents should have to go through the same kind of insurance. Now, let me tell you one thing. You ain't nowhere safe no more. The schools ain't safe no more. The church ain't safe no more. Nowhere safe. Federal buildings not safe. Ain't nowhere safe. Nowhere safe. Because you will have a madman won't go in there and start shooting everybody up. Killing 15, 20, 30 people. You never know. You may have a person, you have a crazed person. And I'm going to tell you another thing. I am so tired of people using mental illness as the excuse of get away with murder. Now, on the letter that this guy wrote, also stated that he been diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia for a very long time, and I believe he never took the meds for it. I believe he had got medication for it or whatever. And if you was a mama, I'm telling you, those parents should have stayed up to him. Even though he decided he wants to change his gender to a woman. Decides he want to change to a woman or whatever. But you had it going on. You had your friends that cared for you. You had your family that cared for you. Somebody like me, I don't even have none of that. I don't have none of that. Not me. I don't have it. But like I said, it's white folks for you. It's the white folks for you. If you got somebody right there, you go for it, you better take advantage, because once you be by yourself and you ain't got nobody there for you, your family died, your mom and daddy passed away, then I got to do everything by myself. By yourself. Ain't nobody gonna be there for you. But they don't understand that, because they blaming mental health. They blaming health issues got involved. I understand that. I'm tired of paying bills. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to live in this world no more. This world's messed up. I know the world is messed up, but you ain't got to take it out on all these people, all these children for no reason. Because of you. You went up there to your mama's job and you say you want to try to kill as many people as you can, but you end up taking out 2 people. 2 children, age 8 and 10. So no, I don't feel sorry for you. So right now, you will not be accepted. You will be denied. It's most likely. Because you've been controlled by a beast called Lucifer. So, we're going to tell you more updates about this. So, thank you for watching Real Talk 100 News.